Alright guys, so basically I was making a brain not stream, so I am pretty new to cyber. I'm trying to like move into cyber. So you can see that there's like all I know so far is basically just doing this is basically easy, right? So you can just do IP config, get the network addresses and stuff. So this is my IP. I probably showed something that's like, you know, that I don't really give a fuck. But over here, if I just do nmap O, that's operating system, isn't it? And if I just give it my IP, it's gonna scan and find out what my IP is. Why is it not scanning? Oh, root privileges. So I'm gonna give this I think how do I give root privileges? Root terminal. So if I just open like root, okay, Kali. Okay, so if I just do nmap O and give it my local computer's IP, I think I might be able to get the operating system. So the first goal that I have is to get the operating system of the computer that I'm running, right? So that's what I'm trying to like sort of figure with. So as you can see, this is saying it's on what is it saying? So this is let me go back to nmap, network mapping and port scanning. So over here, you can see that this is these other. So you can see O is basically operating system detection, can be done with the scanner, allowing it to determine what the operating system may use to try to measure the estimated likelihood what the operating system is. This can be, yeah, exactly. So this is the target. Target is basically what the computer or IP address is, right? So so now that I see that these operating system detection, now over here, I'm gonna try and like master this. So these are the ports that are open, right? Open on this connection or on my specific local IPv4 address. So in other words, my computer, the one that I'm actually using right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try, and I don't know if this is possible, but from what I know so far, you can just like list down the ports. Now I know for a fact that these ports are open, right? So I'm gonna try and say, because this just lists down like all the ports, right? So under the IP address. So if I just do nmap as top ports, yeah, top ports 100. So the first 0 to 100 ports is like 65535, 65,535 maximum ports, right? So I'm gonna try this and just go for a website that has relatively less security. Why? Because this website is a torrenting website, so therefore it has less security, right? So these ports seem to be open on this website. So I'm gonna try SV from S. Oh my god, why is this? Why is it showing those kind of stuff? It's obviously it's a shit website, right? So over here, this thing behind the port, this is called service scanning. So service scanning. So the scanner can determine versions of the application listening behind the port, right? Listening behind the port. So yeah, versions of. Let's go service scan. But from what I know, right, there's a diagram of the different. So this is the diagram of the different ports. So if it's this, it's basically web services. So from what we know, there is 443. So this is basically web services, right? These two are web services. 8080. I'm not too sure what 8080 is. I think, yeah, there we go. So this is open, which means if I do hd today's.cc/80, I'm going to ask GPT something, okay? Fuck. I'm just going to let it run, and then I will, yeah. I'm going to ask GPT on my other computer. I mean, on my computer, my actual computer, if this is possible. Oh, speaking of dropshipping, it's actually going pretty well. I like managed to, I don't know if I showed you guys this, but Pinterest page is pretty good. Pinterest page is pretty good, and we managed to make the website. So this is let me show you guys the product that we're doing. So it's basically this product. Let me just quick little plug, just showing you guys over here. This is the product that we're doing. So it's pretty cool. We got some images for it, and it's basically just this, you know, pretty cool collected. And basically we have a lot of clicks from here, right? So it's pretty good in that sense. Anyways, besides the business, right? Trading's going pretty well. So again, I'll make a stream on like something I discovered later today. But right now, I'm trying to learn. So over here, I'm trying to learn how to use nmap properly, right? So first of all, so SV, that's basically service scanning, right? So it's gonna be okay. So you can see that this is the service behind it. Okay, so I service scan. So this is basically service scan. So if I, let me just do, if I do, what can I do to find, can I get into a server by a server system by through an open port? Because I think you can. Yeah, okay. So basically what I want to do right now is try. So if I, let's say I'm just gonna ask nmap sv httoday.cc/80. Just this to, let's see what it says. This is a version detection. So attempts to determine versions are yeah, I mean it's basically showing this, right? To target hostname specifies that you're focusing on port 80, which is default unencrypted web traffic. Okay, so SV attempts to identify. Okay, so it's basically attempting to identify what the service is, right? SV is service. So the other commands, right? SC, let's see what this is. So this is what service is, right? So this is a service, this is the ports. So you first find the target, which is the IP address or the domain, and then you find the ports within that, which give you a little little opening, and then using those ports, you get in, right? So how many Nmap has built many built-in scripts designed to target a service and interact with it, right? So target a service, many built-in scripts designed to target a service and interact with it. Where? Scripts undo all sort of, yeah, I mean scripts designed to target a specific service and also with pull information. Yeah, with enable script scanner with the, so only this enables only safe checks as such. Or did I? Okay, safe check. So it's just scanning if there's scripts on it, I guess. Not too sure about this. So if I just do nmap sc script scanner, so script scanner, httoday.cc/port 80. Does that do the job? This is operating system detection. I'm with the scanner. So I mean, I could possibly. So what if I do like nmap o, right? httoday.cc/port 80. Okay, I'll just launch another terminal. Okay. So if I do nmap o httoday.cc/80, what can I get out of this? I think it's 55% done. Let me just wait for this to complete. Fail to resolve. Right. Fail to resolve httoday.cc. I mean, it works usually though. What's this? Okay, so this is where it's done. Port 80. Okay. Not too sure what this is, but aggressive mode of nmap enables many flags at once. The scanner will do version and OS detection, enables script scanner, and so it does everything. And so if I just do like nmap, so basically if I just do nmap a and then just do top ports, no, / top ports 100 and just give it like httoday.cc, what will this do? Let's see. So IPv6 across all the flags, but okay. Right. I don't know too much about like the IPv6, like what, like IPv6 is basically like IPv4, but like more advanced from what I know. But this gives us the open ports. It's basically just like running nmap commands. That's what it does. See. So yeah, it's basically just that. Network attacks. Let's see. Let's wait for this to complete. I don't know too much, but what? What? Okay. What's going on here? This shit makes no sense. Okay. This is basically running malicious code, I'm pretty sure. Data structures that will be okay then. Okay. So it's using C fucking pointers. Attacker is able to control the return pointer. It means that attacker can control. Right, so if you get in the CPU, you can like control the rest of the computer. Because that's where the instructions are written, right? See, don't know where you do that, but try the best. So it's basically, what does this do? It's this method which doesn't return anything. So it just like gets the inputs. Okay, I'm assuming char input is like an input, any random input, and it would 12. It's like 12 indexes. Not too sure. 12th index. It's like the 11th character. 11th character. I don't know what this does, but 11th character and input. I don't know what that does. But then you would like run this inside the main method and you return 0. Okay. Just gonna like try and skim through this. See if there's anything else that I can like quickly learn. Oh yeah, speaking of which, so basically like there was this way like web exploitation. I can't remember like which link it was, but there was this one website where you can like learn about web exploitation. Script. So there was this one script. I think it's just gonna like there was yeah, I'm just gonna look for like cross-site scripting, yeah. It's an XSS, yeah. So I'm just gonna like go for like I'm just gonna like say we're gonna call it SCB. And this is a JavaScript tag, right? So if I do this on like Google, and then oops. Doesn't do shit on Google. What if I just do it on like if I try this on like if I just do yes. But then once it searches yes, I'm just gonna do bruh. Man, it don't work, man. What if I just go on YT? Obviously when I click a video, it should like open, let's say this one. So obviously it shows me this, right? So instead of this, if I do, like if I give it the script, okay. It doesn't do anything. Like it's basically not executing the JS code. So what if I just like give this in itself? Right. Okay. Right, so this is phishing. So you send a script encoded, so it's basically like anything that's posted here, like basically anything that makes like a post request is like a set of separate database from what I know. So anything that comes in as a post request, like this guy is gonna go into the real website, but then like in this post request, it's gonna save it on your database, so then you know what their keys and stuff are. So even like at most, if you had to like you can just do a base 64 decode and just like encrypted keys, you can just like decode it. You just like, let's say, I'm just gonna say GPT. I'm gonna say give me an encrypted key. Okay, so this is a randomly generated encrypted key, right? Okay, so sample key 1 to 3 ABC. So give me a complex password. Okay, so this is a complex encrypted password, right? So if I just decode this, just like that, UTF-8. Okay, so this is, I think this is using what is this using? So yeah, this is pretty hard to like decode. Right. Okay, give me a real password, maybe encrypted. Okay, so if I just like decode this using a UTF-8, this is simple though. You just encrypt in the password. You just like have some fucking base 64 encoding. You just encode it. I'm not sure what UTF-8 is. I think it's universal something font. UTF-8. See what this is. Unicode standard. Unicode transformation font. Okay. Okay. UTF-8. I'll just remember that. UTF-8. 8. Okay. So now that I have that out the way, so this is encrypting password. So you just give it a password and it would encrypt the password, basically using base 64 encoding that, using some libraries over here. So I don't know what this does, but it's going to generate a random key, right? 256-bit random encryption key, and then assign that to like encode that using that thing. That's what it's doing. Encrypted password encryption key. Password encryption key. Why both of them assigned to the same shit? Okay. Post request. Okay, right now all at once I can't understand, but from what I can say, where is it? SQL injection. I think SQL injections, I think you should just like you use this thing called SQL map. That's what I know so far. If I just do SQL map. Okay. Cheap everything. I think you can just do like current db data.cc. Yeah, okay, I'll just say A. Current db data.cc slash oh there, yeah. Hmm. What does U do? I think U is like, what does U do? No. I think U is like URL, okay. Okay, that makes sense, okay. Paste that to clipboard. What? Let me see if I can crawl the website. What does crawl do? No? There are a bunch of links. I don't think I'm doing it right. Fuck. It's not working. Let's see if this works. My bad. was just getting the username from something. Okay, so basically, okay, so it's like this PHP query will like take the username from this command, right? So it's like it gives this here, so it gets the username. So I think they're not too sure what this is about. What? Why is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me get in? Not too sure. But let me just exit out of this command. Okay, so let me go back to WT schools just to keep things simple. I want to like get good at this shit, but at the same time I gotta balance with other things as well. But over here, I saw this one script somewhere. I think it was it Limio? Not this. It was one of these scripts where you can sort of scrape through some people. Okay, so this gives the ID to this get document method, and it just returns this doc. Has access to document user and the ID. Give it document as the get document method. And it's basically retrieving from the ID. This is simple. Username, get the username, password, get the password. So you just basically give the username variable and password. So it's basically an SQL attack. So you're basically querying from, if I just do like current DBs, then it should basically get me this, right? I saw this one guy was like, I don't think I can run SQL map on this, yeah. So I'm just gonna do, can't remember which one it was. It was like, I don't know what this is, but, so these are all like, username can be given here, and like, password can be given here. This is all PHP code. But here's the thing, these get username, get password methods individually have like the post request sort of, so it's like more of like a, you know, this variable. Let me show you guys. I think it basically take from this. So it's like a get request, gets the username, in that method it's calling this, and then from this method it's calling the get password in this field. So then it's basically querying using that query.setString1 username. Oh, I guess this is like PHP syntax. So 1, it's username, that's this. 2, it's password, that's this. So then you execute this, right? Execute this command. So prepare query, I'm assuming there's like a method for that. And if there's a user, then logged is true. If that's okay. Cross site is, this is XSS, okay. So the users, right? The XSS is like the fun part. This is like cross-site scripting. So these are the special characters, yeah. But here's the thing, this is not that important though. But like, let's say like google.com/ I think it was, if I just search something, let's say hello, it's gonna be like, it's gonna redirect me automatically. No, say search p hello. No, it wasn't like this. I think it was something like search. Yeah, there we go. Search Q. Okay, so basically, let me just say I said search Q. Search Q. Okay, so it's like this. Search Q equals hello. There we go. So search Q, so it's basically a query, right? So it's like basically optional parameters. So like, you know how like this works, but like in this scenario, it's basically a query. It's like an optional parameter here. So anything above this is like, let's say, and UTF-6, is that valid? What's a UTF? No. Optional queries in Google. Okay. Anyways, that should be fun. Cross-site scripting is but basically like my XSS cross-site scripting. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically a nickname. So this method gets the nickname just like one of these stuff. It's basically that's what this is. Get the nickname, and then you just like make them log in. This is just basically coding printing. In other words. Let's see. CS Wi-Fi attacks. This is by sniffing, yeah. So sniffing is done using Wireshark, from what I know. Okay, what if I just like look for, because like, for example, I know that there are open ports on my connection. So for example, if I just do CLS ipconfig, see there's open ports here, right? So what if I do like nmap top ports 100, and I'll just do A. It's easier. 68.1.57. Okay, so now I have ran the scan, so it's gonna give me everything. And then what if I just do like tcp.port? I think I should be able to like do that. Port equals 85% done. There should be able to sniff. Let's see if I can sniff from my own computer. Like use my VM and then sniff from my own computer. So I'll boot up. Where is it? Content text.html. Any open ports? Okay, 135. Let's try 135. So I'm just gonna go on Wireshark. Gonna select the Ethernet. Okay, so tcp.port, and I think it was 135. Was it 135? Yeah, 135. Let's look for 135. It's a TCP port, obviously. So if I just go give this on. Why is it not pasting? Why is it so slow? Oh my god, this application's fucked. This is rigged. Yo, I'm just gonna close this shit real quick. Close program. Okay, so I'm gonna look for Wireshark. Okay, barbing barboom. Just like that. Should be able to get in. Okay. See if we can get in. So it sniffs for the data. And it's basically like a back and forth. Look at that. So it's basically sniffing data. So it's displaying everything on like the side, for example. Like if I do one of these, what are the data? So what's my IP? I'm gonna do something, right? So because it's complicated. What's my IP? Okay, I'm gonna look for my IP on my phone. Okay, so I'm gonna like publicly like look for my IP. So my IP is this. If you guys can see that, I don't think my camera. Okay, I think you should be able to see that. If you guys can see that, that's my IP. If you guys can see that, it's my public IPv4. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to try something. Okay, so I will try and okay, so I'm gonna try something here. So now that I know what my IP is, I'm gonna copy and paste this on Discord so it's easier. Copy. I'm gonna paste that on my Discord so it's easier, right? SSG, boom, paste. Done. Okay, so now I have this IP. So what I'm gonna do here is just do nmap a, and yeah, let's see if there's any open ports on this, because it's connected to the same Wi-Fi. So it's technically, so I'm just gonna like make sure, blocking our ping probes. Try PN. Let me try again. So host is still active, right? My phone's still active, but it's blocking my, okay. Just gonna say PN, ping probes. So this knows that it's trying to get in. Oh fuck, I did nmap. What's going on? Nmap a PN and copy and paste that. Okay. Packet tracing disabled. Should be able to scan. Come on. Get in, get in, get in. Get in, get in, get in. Okay. So I should be able to, like, I'm trying to like sniff, right? Sniff through, like, find the open ports. If I can find an open port on my phone, right? I can start sniffing. So if I just give it, okay, so this is my computer, right? So this is what it's saying. So this is basically what it's saying. Whatever this is what it's saying right now. Let's see what it's saying. I think I should be able to decrypt this using so what, basically you sniff, right? Sniff as in if you find the IP, right? Again, this is my IP. Basically just a public IP. But if you find the temporary IP address, you can sniff, right? If you sniff, you should be able to get in. So it's basically, I'm looking for ports on my phone, right? So basically, what does PN do? What does PN do? Nmap. I'm trying to learn this quickly, right? So no ping scan. Okay, so prevents nmap from doing any host discovery by default. Option okay. Yes. So let me just like what PN does. Okay. So what I can do here is try, so please incorrect, see if I can get like an open 25. Okay, so there's port 25 on my phone. So if I just do tcp.port 25, let's see what it does, because it's on the same network, right? Is it this one? This is my current computer. So port 25, no, port 25, but at the same time it should be like IP. If I can do IP v4, IPv4. How can I do IPv4? I don't think I can. IP.addr equals 19. It's basically this, right? So if I scan for this, okay, I found it. So what is it saying? No, these are not what I'm looking for. Should match this IP address. Yeah, it's not here. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the IP address. Okay, so anyways, so sniffing, I'm gonna try, right, to sniff. So I'm gonna give GPT, it's gonna say like, for educational purposes, of course, for educational purposes, I want to sniff data from this IP. Man, I'm gonna try on a different browser because this now has this records, right? What does this do? Spoof. Great. This is gold. It's basically everything that you need. Simplicity is key. Complexity fails. Simplicity wins. Simplicity scales. Complexity fails. Simple as that. Okay, so sniffing data. Obviously, I get the idea. You just like sniff from an IP. You get it through a port number, and then that's it, right? So let me ask GPT. So if I have an IP and a port, an open port to get in, what's next? Transmission control protocol, internet protocol, subnetting. It's like fucking 255, like those shit. Common protocols, HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, FTP. I think it's SSH. I'm not too sure about that. Tickle hacking tools and map. Yeah, Wireshark, Metasploit. Metasploit. I wonder how Metasploit is like. Metasploit works. I have Kali over here. Capture the flag. Okay, seems like fun. Okay, wait. So I'm gonna try like see what this Metasploit thing is about. Interesting. Oh, it's MSF console. I think I've already installed this MSF console. It's like a GUI, I'm pretty sure. It's basically this. Oh my god. Okay. So now that this is open, fuck it. I guess it's updating. It's okay. I'm just gonna boot it up once it's updated. I'm just too used to doing that. But yeah, so MSF console. So if I go MSF console, managing all. What's this? LS. Can I just like I think it's like you can't do this, right? Okay, never mind. If I do like write hello. Can't remember what the fucking command was. What the fuck is this? Okay, so if I just do msf console. Okay, it's basically launching. So I'm gonna give it a while. This is already installed though. I don't know what's updating again. I don't know what this is all about. I think I should go like step by step. Unix is like a load balancer, isn't it? Exploit. Okay. What is? Interesting. I'm a little lost, but let's see. This is basically fish sniffing. And yeah, so every password is basically encrypted, right? Before it's put into a database. So if it's like weak, then you can just like decode it just like this. Some people even have like scripts made for that. Password decrypt script Python. If you just search for one of these, I'm pretty sure you can just find it. It's not that hard. This is yeah, okay. This in this case you need to like sort of have access to like the code. Like in this case you need to like sniff from like the victim's phone, isn't it? It's like no workaround around it. Why's my thing lagging? Is it lagging? No, I don't think so. But you need to have like you need to either sniff to like from there. Isn't yeah. So you need to either sniff from the phone itself, or because if you're sniffing from the phone, I think you should be able to see the text messages. Should be able to like pull strings and stuff. So when attacker's password guessing is I mean, here's the thing. I saw this one guy who was like, he was bounty hunting, right? So basically, he was trying to like exploit a random Indian store, and example FTP file transfer protocol. Just gonna keep this here just in case. HTTP is basically like hypertext transfer protocol, right? So this is for like transferring files, I'm assuming. CQ, so sockets host, okay. I don't know what the fuck this is, but okay. But why would I? I'm just gonna like separate this because I like simplicity. Just gonna make this bold. This is where this is where I learn, by the way. This is like, so you just decrypt it. That's all. It's hashed. Obviously, you just encryption, decryption. Encrypted is basically hashed, right? And then you just decrypt it. You can even use one of these stuff. Pretty sure there's like a, yeah. Using existing providers, attackers, right? Mimikatz. Mimikatz, okay. Let's see. Anyways, let's get back to... I want to see what this is about. It's a lot of files, I don't know which one. Which one am I supposed to run? I don't think I need to know every... Yeah, I think we're fine. Social engineering. Phishing, so it's basically you send like a... This is like a custom script like that scrapes, right? So usually they like like they modify like the existing script in a way that like when you click the link, it's basically like the script is already like running on that website. So like technically that's like, I think the way it's done is like, let's say you had like a form here, right? Like let's say like if I go to like Gmail, for example, let's say I'm just gonna like say create Instagram account or something, right? So if I had to like create Instagram account, right? So if I had to create an account, right? I think, so these are forms, right? Obviously like post request or whatever. So over here, if I just do inspect, and if I go into, yeah, so if I just specifically select this part, what is this part of? Form. Where's the form? Gonna look for something known as a form, because every one of these start with form. It's gonna say form. Where's form? This is font. So I don't think they're using forms. And it's Instagram, so obviously like they're probably very nerdy about this shit. So this is all part of like, but then all this, okay, there we go, form, this one, right? So now that we have this form, right? Going to select edit as HTML. Going to copy everything inside this form. Now if I paste this, right? I'm just going to say insta-test or insta-dummy.html. If I paste this and format this document, if I run this on a live server, this should be able to imitate this, right? Isn't it? Yeah, exactly. See? Without CSS, obviously. But so whenever I enter these, like if I like gave like a malicious link, all this now over here, right? This could be executed in a way that it basically shows a script. I think this is how it's done, right? Script source. I'm just gonna say like I don't know, .js differ. I think this is how it's done. I'm not too sure though. I don't know .js. Now document dot add event listener DOM content loaded, and oops. So when the application loads up, I'm going to select this whole form by individual. I'm going to select the form by individual usernames and passwords, right? So I'm going to select this by class. Okay, so I'm just going to say document dot add event listener. No, get element by class name. It's going to select this. And okay, so it's basically const username, and same way I'm just going to repeat this for password, and this time I'm just going to select this class name. It's the same shit, isn't it? I think what is tag name? Okay, I think tag name is like this. Get element by tag name. Then I should be able to do this, and I should be coming here. And this should be there, and username. Just like that. Okay. So whenever, let's say I just so whatever like data that's entered here should be able to, your password, your username is username, and your password is password. It's username. So now when I run this again, if I refresh this, okay, it's obviously, oops. Okay, but this is running before, right? So I'm gonna get rid of that and say hello world. Okay, so obviously what's going on here? It's gonna say create me. I'm gonna give this to GPT and say so yeah, this is fine. I was in a different pod though. Yeah, that should be fine. So this is create me an HTML script for this. Pretty valuable. Yep. I'm just gonna copy this. Pretty good website. I should learn from here. Okay, so this is the HTML file. So I'm gonna modify this to where was my? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna like put this here. I'm gonna say script source. I don't know .js. Okay. I mean, it's already okay. Never mind. This is already here. So I'm just gonna select, refresh this. Hello. Llama 1, 2, 3. So again, this is like the same way. If you can get this records to be saved onto a database, but at the same time redirect the user to like the same like link as like what they were supposed to go towards. I could say in this scenario like this, that's basically phishing. So you just like make someone go to the real website, but at the same time it's running this script over here, just like how they mentioned at where was it? At this point, see? It's running this script over here. And then from this, right, it basically like either it saves it to your database, right? So this, instead of this, you can basically make it save to your database. So when you make it save to your database, it's going to yeah, when it's saving to your database, it's going to give you the records, right, to get it using their data, right? Username.value, password.value. So it's basically simple. So I'm just gonna close this. This is just for fun. Okay, so phishing and wishing is basically just calling someone up, saying, pretending to be whoever and just getting codes. It's basically social engineering in a way. What is this? CM security information. So see, what is this? Okay. Classification of incidents. Okay. Site hacking malware. Oh yes, so DDoS Python script. So this was basically what a DDoS script, from what I know so far, is that it basically gives you like the access. It's like beating someone up with like a million different bots. It's like summoning Dragon Ball Z or whatever the fuck, 500 different bots hitting like one specific website, to the point it just like crashes because it can't take it anymore. You know what I mean? So I think how do I'm just gonna like copy and paste. So just import this. I'm just gonna like just see how this works. I'm gonna say like oof.py and these are the IPs. So this is the port number. These are the IP target fake IP. So it's basically you're pretending to be from like a different fake IP as well, and you're executing this. Y in range. Fuck it. I'm just gonna copy the code word for word. Okay. Nope. There we go. Attack. So this is no. So connect target port. Okay. Encoding an ASCII target bar. See, cloud close the socket. Okay. I gotta refer to this again. It's like a DDoS script. So you give it like a specific target, whether it's a device. So you find an open port, you give it a target, and then you just like bombard it with a bunch of requests. So I'm gonna be a little kitty, alright? And just give GPT this. It's gonna be like I'm just gonna say it's not working. Yeah, okay. This is an industry where you can't like get help from like GPT. And that's what's great about it. So okay. What if I just like, oh no, I'm gonna be bombarding my own computer. So I'm gonna try something different, right? I have port. Fuck. What's going on? My VM just crashed. I think my VM just crashed. Kali, where is Kali? Okay, end task. Okay, VM. Okay. Anyways, so basically right here, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna specify. Imagine I just like bomb my phone. That'd be wild. It's this. And the port number is what I'm missing right now, right? So if I just, honestly, I could just do a CLS and map A. Give it the port number. Once I scan this, I should be able to get the port number. Easy. Not that hard, right? So, I'm gonna close these because I gotta go to sleep in a little while. But Instagram, okay, that's fine. Metasploit. So Metasploit is what I wanna like. Metasploit, yep. Post exploitation. MSF console, MSF DB, some database, MSA. This is not that hard though. Wait, what the fuck? What just happened? What just happened, man? I knew. MSF Venom. Oh, it's all over here. I gotta make sure I read through this afterwards. Okay. Alright, cool. Cool. Amazing. Alright, so first of all, okay, this is all just basically redirected to the same spot. That's why it's there. Cool. Anyways, now encrypt and decrypt application password using Python. Okay, so it's basically, yeah, you can just encrypt the password. Generate key and encrypt password. Yes, it's basically encrypted, right? What time use or when password. Okay, read encrypted key and decrypt. Okay, so this is what encrypts the key. And this is what decrypts the key. Okay, cool. Let me just close this. So this encrypts the key and this decrypts the key. So it basically encrypts the key to like a text file. That's what it does, I guess. That's what I know so far. IP addresses. So when you have an IP address, you wanna like, so if you wanna stay safe, low key, what you should do instead is just like go on network and get like different IP addresses. Especially if you're like trying to be in this space. Random IP addresses here. Random hardware addresses. It's like different IP addresses. Cool. Amazing. Alright. So it's been an hour and 5 minutes. Seems like we made some decent progress. It's not really progress. But what we can see here is that we have okay, so this is just the just the dummy script, boom, just like that. Yeah, so cross-site scripting is one of the coolest things you can do because you can literally, like, let's say for example, let's say web, no, it wasn't WebTorrent, web exploitation, was it exploitation? It wasn't web exploitation, it was XSS beginning. Hold on, guys. So it's basically just querying the domain, the URL, so that way it just like shows you. That's right, internal. So if you're like a full stack developer for like inside jobs, I think it should be pretty easy for you to like hack into like Google or something. If you're like a full stack developer, because you know exactly where like the queries and everything are going, so that way you can just SQL map that shit. I think that's possible. If I just do like SQL, what the fuck is? Why is it not booting up? Is my shit rigged? Did I get hacked? Did I get my ass whooped? My shit's not booting up. What's up with this? I mean, it shut down, so it's pretty cool. This is simple as fuck. You just use Tor browser, easy as fuck. Just access dark web, hidden websites, as simple as that. Hypertext transfer, yeah, file transfer protocol. I mean, just terms that you gotta be aware of, I guess. This is pretty easy. They use gzip to compress files during. Okay. Protocol of sending. Let me make this easy for myself. Let me say protocols. What does it mean, right? Some sort of command, isn't it? System that have to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a command basically. It's a command. Yeah. It's like you command, hey, do this shit. You know what I mean? So it's basically what controls everything. Hmm. I don't know what the difference is between IPv4. What's the difference between IPv4 and IPv6? Because IPv4 is like what we use to generally like if I just do IP config, if I just do IP config, it's just basically this. IPv6 is like something that you don't really see, right? Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Local area network, control area network, wireless local area network. Routers, like a Wi-Fi router is basically a LAN, right? I think it's a WLAN. The fuck is this? What the fuck? Source address destination. Okay, so it's basically from where to where. Okay. Flow label, next header. So I'm assuming this is where like all the payload and everything is gonna like, you know, what's being sent across. Okay. Cool. Interesting. I could just do trace route. Let's trace it on Google. Looking. My shit has crashed, but over here, if I just do trace search 2.168.1.57, that's my IP. It's basically local, right? So if I just do trace at google.com though, or dtoday.cc, it's gonna take a little longer. So it's basically how long it takes for me to like open the page, isn't it? Okay, just like that. So if I just do HD today, so if I, okay, now let's see, 7 milliseconds. Oh my god, I can't with that ad. But yeah, so this is okay. That makes sense. What's this? What does this show? It's GTL. Time to live. Okay. Interesting. Cool. So this is the type. Okay. If I just like search a, so if I just do ns lookup, what was it? Type SOA equals so SOA gtoday.cc. Served on Cloudflare. Basically hosted on Cloudflare. Virtual private network. Cool. So one of these should have what you need, isn't it? Like it's a port, TCP port. Like let's say if I look for my iPhones, so TCP port, where is it? Where are the ports? Nmap, pop, ports. No. Let me just like get rid of this bullshit. I can't be asked. And map top ports 100. I'm gonna look for Where's my fucking phone's IP? That should work, right? Not too sure though. Think that should work. Not too sure. Ooh la la la. Okay. Spoofing traffic. There are a few restrictions on networks today. Right. Okay. So anyone can create packets with any of the fields and headers. Headers are set to whatever value they desire. Go. Loving attackers and okay. Right. Okay. Shit is not working. Fuck this shit. Okay. So this is changing IP addresses now. What's my IP address now then? It's the same IP. If I just do SV. Oh. Okay. It's a bunch of firewalls, network automated traffic. I'm not too sure what NAT means. So next generation firewalls, okay. So we have firewall administration. So it's basically cloud. Okay, firewall is basically what it manages everything. Okay, you have like everything sent through the firewall to the internet. So yeah, firewall is like an IP firewall. Like I mean, in ISP firewall. See. So it's like controls like good and bad. Okay, that makes sense. Let me wait for the shit to boot up because I think it's like scuffed. This is like fucked. Look at this. Sandbox. What's going on here? Look at this. So this is the host, and this is the query parameters, obviously. W3 schools bus. This is like spaces basically. Because in a query you don't really specify the spaces, right? This is like the headers, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. It's just usage in this computer. What sort of headers? What sort of like types it's allowing? Prefer. This is like the host. Google prefer. Yeah. So when you search search off something like this, it basically refers to as this from host. This if you like want to download something, right? If the file transfer protocol. That's what gzip is used for. File transfer protocol. Cookie. I guess this is like saving. Like it's basically saving who you are. Cookies. Cookie. Text type. There's like set cookie. Yeah, this is like a cookie. Website content. Content type of the normal web page. So these are like parameters. This is easy. Sessions and state. So you just like hold the session. Cookie. Cookie. In each session, there's gonna be a cookie, right? So these cookies, like there's gonna be different sessions, but then there's gonna be like individual, there's gonna be different sessions, but one cookie could like last for a while and then just get destroyed. So that way, like after that, it doesn't know who the fuck you are. You need to like just come back and say, hey, I'm this guy, or maybe not, but still I have the credentials, so give me the cookie. Cookie host. This is like cool. Okay, that's pretty good. Nmap is not that difficult anymore. It's like basically like you look for which one will communicate back. See? Communicate back out of the ports, out of your target. You look for a port, and then from the port you see which one communicates back, and through the port that communicates back, you can like try and get in. What do I do if I have an open port? Let's see. Why did I put all that? Gotta look into this. The fuck does compromise mean again? Okay. So basically, like, you're loving it. A love system scans and discovers other systems that love it, and boom. Yeah, just the parameter. That's it. This is like REST API shit. Again, I don't think W3 Schools like gives you like a whole broader overview. It's like more of like a surface, just the surface. Tap on the back. Tap at shit. My fucking VM just crashed. Look at this. It's like fucked. It's like gone at this point. They might have to like reinstall the VM. It's gonna be a pain in the ass though. Let me see what's wrong with it. They like went for like a buffer overload. Is it? It's called a buffer overload, right? Not too sure. Overflow. Buffer overflow. Someone hacked into my shit. Say I use nmap to scan network, find open ports at IP address, press this. Where do I go from here? So okay, I've gone through these steps now. I've found the Windows computer and certain open ports. What's next? You connect to those ports and try to gather as much information on services on what services are running on them, right? So major minor version. Right, okay. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay. Okay. We'll figure something out. Services authentication, yeah. I don't know, I'll figure something out, I guess. Penetration testing. This is what I want to do, penetration testing. Cool. Okay. What the fuck is the reciprocation? Reciprocation. Okay, so it's like social engineering tactics, okay. Phishing, wishing. But I want to do like cross-site scripting. I'm gonna just look for that one video of that one guy who was bounty hunting. It got me kind of interested, like bounty. The fuck is that? Like bounty hunting. This guy. So he pulled like a few strings, and he managed to do some shit. Let me show you guys. This one, see? I can't open my VM though, that's the problem. Wayback URLs. How do I get Linux on the terminal? How to get Linux on terminal? Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get Linux on the terminal. Windows subsystem. Okay. I'm gonna just get it. Fuck it. What does this do? Oh, it's this. No, it's a different command. If I just do a VSL. What if I just do a VSL install the everything? Doesn't do shit. Okay. So I'm just gonna go and open. Oh, it's 561 MB. Okay. Okay, start using setup. Okay. WSL. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could use WSL from here. It's pretty easy. So once you have like this Ubuntu thingy installed, Ubuntu and the subsystem thingy installed, you can just like use the terminal apparently, like the Linux terminal. So you can just like give this and then just like gets you all the URLs and shit, I guess. Oh, it's working. Let's go. If I can do that directly from Kali, that would be easier. I can just like launch echo Wayback URLs. Echo Wayback URLs. What does this do? Echo is like speak, like print basically, right? Yeah, yeah. I guess you gotta install this. Wayback URLs install Kali. Oh, it's developed in Golang. Okay. What's this? pkg configure. Okay, get it. This is Wayback URLs thing is pretty, like, I gotta like figure out what's wrong with this, but like this Wayback URLs thing seems to be like go install. Okay, okay, so you need Go in order to run this. Okay, so now we've completed all the steps. We have to go to bin for binpath. Okay, Wayback URLs. Okay, but if I do echo, it should like print it out, right? Because that's like the usual PHP command, SQL injection. So it's basically okay. Okay, so you find, okay, so you SQL map URLs and you just give this URL and you look for which database it's in, because it's basically querying the website, right? So when you see which database it's in, I think, yeah, okay, so once you see which database it's in, yeah, so then it shows which database it's in. Then in this, you can go and find, you can go to the database that this is taken from, especially if it's like a user ID, and then you can go to something like users, which obviously has something to like see. And it's basically dump. What is dump do? Okay, so it's basically dump. So then it shows who this guy is. So it's basically showing whoever like cat1 is, that guy's data. So obviously it's an encrypted key, but it's not too difficult to like decrypt it. You just use like a base 64 decoder, that's all. See password. Just decode this. Boom. You use this username. Username's plain text. Decrypt the encrypted password. Boom. You can just log in using their credentials on the same website. Simple as that. Because you already have like everything. Bug bounty. Simple. So knowing SQL map is actually pretty like powerful. Oops, my bad. So if I just go back and search up SQL map. So these are like all the commands. And you can just give it a URL like this. Process Google Doc. Sources target URLs. Right, I could test it out with something. Right? I'll tell you what. We go to like some random field. Say SQL map U. It's where is it? Yeah, U. Yeah, U. Minus U, and then just like search up today. It's just basically the URL. And then you just give it what was it? Current DB. And what do we do afterwards? Basically current database, like which database this specific query is coming from. Yeah, basically this is the URL and this is the database. So it's basically scanning for which database the URL is coming from. Right? Okay, so you're gonna look for, okay, this is the database it's coming from. What does minus D do? UMS data, okay. So I want to do this with like, let's say over here, I'm going to try and get in on, where was it? Where was I? Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get in on, let me just say, why does this keep popping up? Let's go search for like some horror film. I don't know, Saw. It's like the best thing that I can think of. Okay, this is kind of brutal off the back. Saw X, okay, my favorite. So obviously this is the URL, right? But then if I click this, it's gonna be a different URL. Okay, so this is basically this, right? But can I pause? Okay. So now I'm going to give this as a argument. Okay. Gonna backspace this. And current DBs. Current DB. What was that? Good morning table. Why is it bugging out? Let me see. So he gives the so basically he finds the ID, okay, and he gives the URL. Obviously, what the fuck is up with my fan? My biggest fan is tweaking, man. Okay. Anyways, he basically identifies the ID and then he gives that. Cool. So it basically identifies the ID. Okay, I'm gonna do something. Okay. I'm gonna try and if I can do it on Google. Like, I don't think that's possible though. Just gonna like get rid of all this. Boom, just like that. Paste. No. UL map minus U. Just do this. No. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Current DBs. Current DB. Yeah, current DB. Okay, my bad. Why is it? What the fuck? Current DB. Oh, I'm retarded. Cool. The fuck? Okay, what if I do like... I have an idea. So if I... Google's using SQL? Maybe. Google's probably using SQL. So we find the current database and then... So this is the current database. So... What does minus D do? Let me just get rid of this. What is this? Okay, basically I can close this. I can close this. I'll close these for now. Get back to them later. I need to install Wayback URLs. I mean, I already have, I figure out how to install Wayback URLs. Right, so if I... So SQL can only sort of do, I think SQL can only, what's this? Yeah, so basically, I think SQL can only like attack, okay, this is like URL. Okay, this is just a URL. Oh, okay. I gotta just give it like Google Doc URL. So let's say like if I just do a SQL, 1 second, guys. SQL map, and I do help SQL map. What was it? Google Doc. And if I give it this, I'm just gonna search it for like search random. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this. I'm going to paste this here. And current DB. Cool. Yeah. Go for it. Okay, so it's basically you can get in on this, I'm pretty sure. If I launch another, if I do F12, F11, if I just do SQL map, Okay, so now I can see which. Okay, so databases. What does enumerate mean? So that I think just knowing the English behind it is itself is like easier. Makes it easier. I'll just keep doing it one by one. Okay. Okay. So you just sort of like. Open. Okay, mention each thing one by one. So it just basically iterates, in other words, that type of thing. Okay, cool. Interesting. All right, let me see if this is done. I want to like query like Google's databases, low-key. So yeah, once you query Google's databases, I think you should be able to like get in like this users. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like some firewall in the middle, or some sort of like, you know, something to sort of. I don't think Google's that easy to sort of, you know. This is just to enumerate database table to enumerate. Users dump. Okay, I gotta learn how this SQL map thing works properly. But basically, like, this is an encrypted key, right? So I should be able to decrypt this and then basically get the. So you can log into someone else's account by literally decrypting this shit, huh? Yeah, you can log in someone's account, but I don't think it's that easy though. But there should be a way. If you just like have like an enemy, just log into a fucking account. Data. PHP header. It's like a cookie. Cool. This is pretty interesting, to be honest. Oh, yo, you can give it like a. Okay. Right. So you give it like the. Okay, you give it the URL, you give it the cookie, you give it the security. Okay. So there's a lot of things you can do, huh? Brute forcing is like checking every possible, like, fucking every possible outcome, right? So usually, like, what I know about brute forcing is like when you want to get a password, you just like brute force a database and then like eventually find the match. Every possible outcome, basically. So what a brute force attack is, right? So it's just like not too sure how a brute force attack works though. Brute force attack. What the fuck is up with my cursor tutorial? Okay. Well, I'm live right now. I'm liking my own video. That's crazy. Yeah, what's up, man? So, method that uses trial and error. Right. Okay. So it's basically like trying for every possible outcome until something matches, some username and password matches what you need. At least if you find a username, you can like try every possible outcome for that username, like a password for that. It's even something like a Gmail. Encryption keys, yeah. So even like some fucking env variables, if you like have like a paid env variable and it just gets leaked out there, you're pretty much fucked. I'm just watching myself. That's kind of fast. It's kind of sad. All right. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna go to sleep because It's fucking late. It's like 5:20 a.m. where I live. Hmm. Anyways, I'm going to go head out now, and yeah, this is pretty fun. Like it's pretty fun. Just can I get anything out of this? Let's see. Okay, should be fine. I gotta lock in on my usual trade grind too. So this is supply. I'm using auto blocks, by the way, for anyone that's even slightly concerned. I shouldn't be showing you that, but I mean, who cares? It's nothing much here. It should be not that. I don't think that's that complicated though. System router. Okay, proxy server. Simple definitions. So SSL is what they use for like even anything, right? Like for WhatsApp messages and shit, because they want to encrypt it. What the fuck?
That's the whole thing, right? I mean, I guess there's artists and there's artists. I mean, that sounds bad. But again, from a business standpoint, if your market, if your demographic, your goal.
Demographic? The fuck? What is he talking about? Business? Like anyways. Tracks, bro, I have your OCD. Bro, you have OCD. 13700. I just got a system with a 13700 and 4080 super. That's all you're with. Thanks, man. I have OCD, in fact, yes. It's like 5:23 a.m. where I live, and I gotta like go to sleep shortly after. So, okay, now I'm installed this. I think I should be. Is it working? Is it finally working? Let's see. WSL. No, I think I gotta restart my computer. But anyways, it's like 5:23 a.m. where I live, so I should probably go to sleep. Anyways, congrats on your new system, man. I remember when I first built my system, built my computer, I was like, holy shit, I got a new 4070 Ti. I was gonna get the 4080, but I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna go for a 4070 Ti because it was like way cheaper, especially where I live. Thanks, Bruno. What clock? Okay. Oh, okay. No, overclock, not OCD. Okay. I thought you were saying like I have OCD, which is true as well because I keep jumping to one thing and another. So tracks. Thanks, man. That's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Like enjoy your system, man. It's like your new computer, right? So pretty much what I'm doing right now is just like trying to. I used to play Fortnite a lot, but now I'm not into that anymore. Anyways, I appreciate you tuning in. and I'm trying to like, I think I should go to sleep low-key 5:25 a.m. where I live. And yeah, it's pretty much I think where you're able to yeah, pretty much like I gotta like build this automation pipeline tomorrow and get better at like I'm trying to like secure like a cybersecurity role, so like I gotta like try and like, you know, secure one of those roles, and that's what I'm working towards. Anyways, yeah, so apart from that, just drop shipping and, you know, no problem, man. You're welcome. Yeah, just drop shipping, trying to get a cybersecurity role, and of course, like trying to become a profitable trader. That's what I'm trying to do these days. That's literally everything that I'm trying to do these days. So hopefully by the end of this year we'll make progress. I just turned 19 like a few days ago, so I think for this age it should be enough. So super. Thanks, man. That's first week of okay. Okay, so you also go okay. Congrats on your university life, man. It's gonna be like it's either gonna be the best time of your life or it's gonna be like the worst time of your life. Cause there's like no in between, to be honest. Like there's no in between. Like some people have balanced lives, I guess, but in my case it was like the worst. But I mean, not education wise necessarily, but like I used to be enrolled in AI for a year, but I switched majors. Okay, why'd you switch? AI is like I heard like the math. Some people say it's like it's not that hard because I had like people who come from like commerce backgrounds like switch to like who basically didn't have a math background and just like switch to ML. I don't know. Is it because of the it'll be alright? Yeah. Where are you from, by the way? Like I'm from Sri Lanka, bro. Like I don't know if you know where this is. Like it's like on the basically in the trenches. So yeah, I'm just trying to build a pipeline right now for drop shipping, and I'm trying to get a cybersecurity role. I used to be a full stack developer last year, and the whole last year I was grinding like to become a full stack developer. Right now I'm just like trying to switch to cyber and build a pipeline for drop shipping and just trade. That's basically it, and just automate my channel hopefully. Yeah, it's pretty much what I'm trying to do right now. Like, you know, this automation isn't like for the videos. For me, AI was just a little too hard. Vienna. I've heard of Vienna. I'm not sure where it's from. Austria. Okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I know Austria existed, but like I don't know too much about Austria. Yo, this is like a sick place though. It must be like cold, huh? That's fire. Yo, what's the time for you guys? Time now. Anyways, if you want to like send me a request, just send me a request. My username is like literally just Willoxo on Discord. It should go by like X, this one. So 1:58 a.m. Okay, so you're like behind. Okay. So okay. That's pretty good. So pretty much like but it's the same day for you guys, okay. It's like really interesting. I'll be subscribing. Thanks, man. No problem. I have a clothing brand and with not too many sales, but it's going alright. Producing hella content for you, right? Oh, cool. Good luck, man. It's like 2 a.m. Right. That's what. Request viewer. Thanks a lot, man. So good luck with your clothing brand, by the way. I know like how it's like to, you know, scale dropshipping brands. It's like it's like I'm doing dropshipping on the side. Like this is what we're trying to do, and like build an automation pipeline using make.com to like, you know, basically for the creatives. I think you should look into something like that as well. Like something like this, like with AI, just like automate, you know, that way like it just pushes. So this is something that I'm trying to like automate. I might be able to like send you this because I have a exported blueprint. I think I might be able to like, send you this. Maybe you could get like, you know, use this one because like you could like you can customize different moving parts, and you know, it should be pretty cool because like if you can like automate most of the like hard like procedures, then like it's basically I don't see it yet, but like if you can automate most of the procedures, bro, like it's gonna be so much easier. Like it's gonna be so much easier to like especially run like businesses regardless of what you're trying to run. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. It's 5:30 in the morning. My head's starting to spin. And anyways, I'll see you. Thank you so much for coming by, Reverse Tracks. I'll see you later.